as the market changes,
Yeah.
the carriers are changing how they look at, and it's happening rapidly. Carriers are changing how they're looking at the renewal business and new clients. And it's, when I say happening rapidly, I mean in the last 60 days it's changing. And what was not necessarily right, but what was tolerated a year ago when we presented our clients to the various carriers as far as completion of submissions, whether we could send in Excel worksheets to say, here's my audit, here's my financial statements, and now they want reviewed financial statements or audited financial statements, and then what type of a, when they scrutinizing those financial statements, now they're looking at those to make sure that our clients have equity in the business, have profitable businesses. And it's a tougher job for us to sell those same clients to the same carriers than it was a year ago. It's the due diligence, and part of that is making sure we're telling the complete story. And that's as much of the challenge as any of this, is that we're taking stagnant financial information, and again, this is my profession, but that's what it is. Even if it's been updated, even if it's been forecasted, it's financial information. And we need to turn that into a story and to be able to make sure that representation of their balance sheet, their asset, their liabilities, their operations, their cash flows really are indicative, and we put those in a format that the carriers can digest that. And that tells, not making up a story, but tell the story of who these people are, what their business is, what their strategy is, not only why we want to do business with them, but why the carriers want to do business with them. What I just described is the art and science, and there is a science to it. Then it becomes, how do we take that relatively, can be very complex science, and the art of that is turning it into the simplicity that you can communicate it. And communicate it not only to the carriers, but also share those communication skills to our clients so that they understand and embrace the importance of providing a complete, concise assessment of who they are and where they're going. My name is Jack McCurdy. I'm the Chief Financial Officer as well as the Chief Operating Officer here at RiskTransfer. Part of my responsibilities here, specifically on the financial side of our operations, are to assist our clients as well as to interact with our carrier partners in digesting and interpreting financial information. And there's, we spoke briefly about making sure that financial information is complete, accurate, reliable, and then taking that information, the artful side of that is taking that information and putting that in a format that is representative of our clients' businesses, their business philosophies, the character of who they are, and being able to share that with our carrier partners, because the insurance companies want to know that. They want to know who we're doing business with. They don't want to do business with just a balance sheet. The more we can share with them of that, the better. It is very, very rare that we have a client get-together, party, appreciation time that we don't have carrier partners here as well. It is not just, yes, we appreciate our clients, but it is as much of a forceful interaction that says for our carrier partners to meet, and they want to be here. They're taking time out of their schedules and traveling all over the country to be able to see who they're doing business with. Part of what we're doing in the financial underwriting is we're behind the scenes in a good bit of the time, and we're not necessarily the folks that you're shaking hands with initially, and by all means we're not scrutinizing this from the underwriting side, from the various risks that are involved. But the carriers have emphasized, and again this is very recently, that they're just as concerned now about the credit risk of who they're doing business with as they are with the underwriting risks of the type of business that we write. And we've developed and consistently built our company on emphasizing what type of workers' compensation insurance business that we're going to underwrite. And we have a substantial amount of resources that deal with our clients on a day in, day out basis with adding clients and getting a client's class codes approved and types of businesses. What's more unique in more recently is that same level of scrutiny is being applied to the financial side of a client's operations. As a management group and as our team interact with our clients, we have continually changed our processes. And I'm proud to say they're better today than they were a year ago, and they were pretty good a year ago. And a year from now, I'm confident they'll be better than they are today. And we've invested in not just technology and consultants, but we've invested in some pretty good people. And every time we get an opportunity to add somebody, and we don't do that lightly, they are of the highest standard. We're looking for people that have got industry expertise, people that have been in this industry, and people that have a genuine willingness, dedication to client service. And we're not all things to all people. We're not probably, what we're not is probably a great place if you were coming out of high school or first year out of college. We're looking for some more seniority and people that have been to a show. And quite candidly, those people, when they do come here, appreciate us that much more because they've been to other shops, they've worked in other environments, and they do appreciate how we do business, who we do business with, and our overall philosophy. We've got a wonderful framework, and where the industry and our side of the industry, we had some, whether they were rate declines or the recent recession, we didn't have a whole lot of layoffs. We'd made investments not only in technology but in people, and we sustained those investments at an additional investment. And we maintained those, continue to develop those, and now, quite candidly, we're reaping some of the rewards of that as we're positioned to react to increased demand for what we're able to represent and how we're able to represent our clients. There is becoming an increased demand. And that's a very positive thing, and we've got the right cast of characters at the table to help facilitate our clients' needs. Goals for next year, and as we move into 2012, are going to be to continue the strategy that we've developed. We've got probably a half dozen different initiatives that have been in place, that we've identified, making systems better, making our people more scalable, making them to where we've invested in their expertise and make sure they get to utilize their expertise. And that expertise, whether it's in underwriting or financial analysis, is going to do nothing but benefit our carrier partners as well as our clients. We celebrate that and appreciate the loyalty that we see from our staff, from our clients. We appreciate your business. And it's a sincere commitment that we as a group, and this is one of those unique pieces, we're rarely satisfied. We're just not. And so while we're having an appreciation and a party, it's, we're not at the end of the road. We didn't win the race. It's a continual journey, and if we're guilty of anything, it's probably that we don't say thank you enough. We've achieved and look back at all the things we've achieved. We as a group continue to look forward, continue to look how we can improve. We want that feedback, and we hold our staff to a pretty high standard that we demand that they give that type of service, a high level of service and commitment to our clients. We've been blessed with having a lot of good people here. We've been blessed with a lot of clients that in one way or another we were here to help facilitate their successful operations, and that's why they come from all over the country to come here to do this with us, is because we are part of an integral part of their operations, and they do see value in it. I mean, these people could stay at home and get a free glass of beer or play around the golf. It's a good place to be and a good place to celebrate. RiskTransfer delivers and often exceeds what we advertise as what we're going to deliver.